Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the Pochette Metis and specifically which Pochette Metis I would recommend purchasing first, the Monogram or the Empreinte. So keep watching. Hey friends, if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. I am a fashion and lifestyle content creator and I focus on sharing what I truly feel is worth the investment. Anything from shoes, bags, trips, and kind of everything in between. So if this is something that you would enjoy, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below and let's jump right into today's video. So when it comes to the Pochette Metis, I really feel like it's a bag that's easy to toss on, it's very versatile, and it really just goes with so many different outfits. But really, if you are in the market for a Pochette Metis, it can be a hard decision to make whether to purchase the Empreinte in leather or whether to go for the bag that everyone has their eye on, which is the Monogram. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about pros and cons and which one I would recommend purchasing first. So let's talk about the Pochette Metis and the Empreinte first. Obviously, this is a leather material. So for starters, I would say that the leather material is definitely a pro because it is going to hold up and withstand wear and tear a lot better than most other materials. The other thing that I love about the Empreinte in leather is that it's very easy to keep clean. I use a very simple wipe. I actually purchased those online from Amazon and they are a cleaning wipe, but they're also a conditioning wipe. And I've used them several times and I've had this bag now for over a year and it is just as beautiful now as when I first purchased it. So I think that it just really holds up over the course of time and it's very easy to keep clean. And the other thing that I would say that I really love about the Empreinte, especially in this black color, it is so luxurious. And you guys, honestly, I just feel like I gravitate towards this bag so often. It just goes with so many different things in my wardrobe, and the fact that it is black and very luxurious, I feel like you can easily dress it up or you can dress it down and just quickly elevate your style with this particular bag. The other thing that I'm going to share about this bag is that the other benefit of leather is actually the strap is much easier to maneuver. It's one that just lays very flat against the body and it's one that's just very easy to kind of take on and take off. And I just feel like that's a big plus to this particular bag as well. It's just very moldable and just very easy to use. So the black Pochette Metis is one that, again, overall, I feel like the pros certainly outweigh the cons in this particular style of the Pochette Metis. The only con, honestly, to the leather that I would say would really depend upon how much you are honestly stuffing on the inside. Now, when I store it, I will put something on the inside to help keep its shape, but that would honestly be the only con I would say for this particular bag is, you could run the potential with leather of, could lose some shape over the course of time. Again, it just depends on how you're storing it and what you're putting there on a daily basis. For me, honestly, I do not feel this completely full, and like I mentioned, I do put things on the inside to keep its shape when it is being stored in my closet. Alright, and next up would be the Pochette Metis in the coveted Monogram. Guys, this bag first and foremost is one that I will say is not going to really lose its value anytime soon. And the reason I say that is because, again, it's so coveted. Everybody is still wanting this bag. Now, does that mean you should jump out and want to get this bag in Monogram just because everyone else wants it? Not necessarily so, but the one thing I would just say is that it's really retaining its value. So that honestly would be pro number one that I would like to point out. The next thing that I would say about this particular bag that does make it really nice is that it does go with a lot of things in the wardrobe as well, especially if you have a neutral wardrobe like myself. As you can see, just up against this white, it looks so nice, but I've worn it with gray, I've worn it with black, I've worn it with camouflage, and you don't have to be scared just because there's a print on here of layering it over a printed top. It really does go with a lot of things as well. So I think that being that it is in the Monogram print, it's also another neutral, which makes that a pro as well. When it comes to cons, I will honestly say, just straight out of the gate, the con for me would have to be the Vachetta. Now, I think Vachetta is something that you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I personally could not handle a bag if there was a lot of vachetta on it, because I think over the course of time that would literally probably drive me nuts. However, here on this particular bag, given that there's only a little bit of vachetta across the top, and then obviously you can see there's only a little bit here on the sides as well, it's something that I can live with because I really just wanted the Pochette Metis and the Monogram. However, you just want to kind of keep that in mind, that you're going to have to treat this, you're going to have to be very careful with it, or you're going to have to layer a bandeau or some type of small scarf on the top here if you just want to make sure to avoid any kind of stains or any kind of discoloration, because you cannot just wipe this clean like you can with the Empreinte, like I mentioned a moment ago. The other thing that I'm going to say about the Monogram that would honestly be a con is this strap. I honestly did not expect this strap to be so stiff. Now, over the course of time, I don't know yet if this is going to loosen up. I'm actually hoping that it will, but I will tell you, it is really stiff. Now, that doesn't deter me from using the bag, and it's not one that would keep me from wanting to purchase it, but it's something to keep in mind that it doesn't lay quite as nicely because of the fact that it is very stiff, so you just kind of want to keep that in mind as well. So all in all, Monogram print is one that I do feel like has some pros, but I do think there are some definite cons that you want to keep in mind if you're trying to decide between the two. So there you have it, the pros and the cons of both the Pochette Metis and the Empreinte, as well as the Pochette Metis and the Monogram. So which is it going to be? Which bag would I recommend that you purchase first? Well, honestly and truthfully, friends, it comes down to what you love. There was a saying that someone shared with me long ago that you should purchase it only if it sings to you. So what you have to ask yourself is, which one sings to you the most? The Empreinte and the leather, or the Pochette Metis and the Monogram? Now, personally, I'm still going to give you my opinion and recommendation because I said that I would. So I honestly would recommend that you purchase the Pochette Metis in the leather, the Empreinte leather, because honestly and truthfully, I feel like this is the bag that's going to hold up over the course of time, again, because of that leather. It was, in fact, my first Pochette Metis, so it's one that I just have to, because of that very reason, narrow this one down and point it out as the clear winner for what I would recommend that you purchase first. Well, friends, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun for me to make. If this is something that you would like to see in future videos as well, please let me know down in the comments below. Or if you have different ideas for things that you would like to see, I would love to hear from you as well. If you did enjoy it, please also consider hitting the like button down below. Well, friends, thanks so much. Stay well, and I will see you in my next video.